tonight.
He is an icon of the 60s, father of the Flower Children. From coast to coast, Jery Garcia was known as the psychedelic king of Haight-Ashbury. Perhaps more than any other musician, he epitomized the turn-on, tune-in, drop-out generation. His band, the Grateful Dead, and their hypnotic jam sessions spawned a legion of loyal, if not obsessive, fans known as Deadheads. They were there at Woodstock and Monterey Pop, anti-establishment heroes in an era of rebellion, cosmic consciousness, and drugs. New Year's Eve, 1990. Over 25 years since their beginnings, the Grateful Dead are in concert live with adoring fans fueled once again by their music. Today, there is a whole new, younger generation of Garcia lovers joining the near cult of long-haired, tie-dyed devoted. They dance and cavort with fans 3 and 4 times their age. They follow the group from concert to concert, even to the Great Pyramid in Egypt. They often act more like disciples in a pagan ritual than rock fans. They're mesmerized by one of the most phenomenal bands in the history of pop music. Garcia's father was a well-known swing band leader in San Francisco in the 20s and 30s. Ironically, in the 60s and 70s, Jery would play some of the same clubs that heard Jose Garcia's music. Jery was just a boy when his father died in 1947, but the associations and the music are in his blood.
So you never saw him perform?
I never saw him perform, no, I never did, except around the house with his clarinet and stuff, so I never saw him perform. But I grew up with publicity pictures of him in his bands and his orchestras and his tuxedo and, you know, looking good. And I've looked at some of the music, the arrangements, there are a few around that, trying to imagine, you know, what was this guy's music like, you know?
How much did his life, or the fact that he was a musician, influence you?
It's hard to tell about the genetic thing, you know, whether there's like a music gene or something like that, but certainly the ambience, the thing of growing up in a house where there was always a few instruments. For me, the music always had some kind of power over me. I can remember some of my earliest experiences are just the thing of listening to records over and over and over and over again, driving everybody crazy, until they finally would take the records away and break them or hide them or something.
Do you remember your first band?
Oh yeah, the first band I played with was when I was in high school, up at Annalee High School in Sebastopol. That was the first time I got paid for playing music. I got $5, I think.
From that humble start, Jery and the Grateful Dead went on to international fame, selling millions of records. And it all started in 1966 in the land of flower power, the Haight-Ashbury. Along with Ken Kesey and his merry pranksters, Jery Garcia became a hero to the counterculture. Nicknamed Captain Trip, he was immortalized by author Tom Wolfe in the electric Kool-Aid acid test. Like a Pied Piper leading the way, he was high priest of the hate, and the Grateful Dead's lyrics celebrated the use of drugs. 6 years ago, Jery Garcia put drugs behind him. These days, he gets his highs from working compulsively and trying to save the planet. He and the Grateful Dead play dozens of benefit concerts, turning over millions of dollars to causes, ranging from AIDS to hunger and the rainforest. Now, at age 48, the graying guitarist is hoping to leave a better world for his children.
You've really developed a strong sense of responsibility, haven't you?
Not really.
Well, no, but it's different
really.
than the past, than the 60s and 70s.
No, it's not really different. It's not really different. The difference is that as you get older and you start to, your kids are growing up and stuff like that, you start to see there's a continuity there that you want for the best stuff to be around for the people that you love.
When you go on stage, what does it feel like for you? And
I'm scared to death every time.
Oh, come on.
No, I am, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I sure am, yeah.
Why?
Hey, what do you think it's like going out there in front of 18,000 people, you know?
I don't know. I thought you'd be in heaven. I mean, just on another plane.
Oh, no, it's frightening. It's horribly frightening until the very first, until actually the music starts. When the music starts, then it's like, oh, right.
Now, don't you feel a sense of power on stage?
No, God, no. It isn't like that. You know, you mostly feel a sense of helplessness, vast helplessness.
Okay, what about your high highs on stage? What brings
then I
that?
feel like it's just a great place to be. You know, it's like there's no place I'd rather be.
And is that rare to have that feeling?
It's not so rare that it's rare enough that I miss it when it's not there. You know, and it's also rare enough that you keep hoping that it'll happen.
Some would say that it's you and the Grateful Dead who really institutionalized jamming. I mean, being able to play the same song for 25 years and never the same way. How important is the jam to the success of the Grateful Dead?
I think it's very important. I mean, it may be the most important single factor in what we do.
And it is this improvisational, unpredictable playing the fans love. They record the concerts as they happen, making pirate copies they trade with each other. The Grateful Dead actually encourages this bootlegging.
How does the record industry react to these bootleg copies?
It scares them, but I don't think there's any reason why. I think that it's clear that there's no real competition between live tapes and records. They're two different worlds, you know.
I got to cover what to you is going to be old territory, but your followers will never forgive me if I don't bring it up. And that is the phenomenon of the Grateful Dead. Heard it before. Yeah, on and on and on. But you've taken this traveling circus through the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, now the 90s.
Yeah.
You're playing to the kids of hippies.
Yeah. What's the question?
Why your band and no other band? You're the only one doing this.
Well, I've been asking myself that question ever since the first time there were more people in the audience than there were on stage.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why. I don't know. We're just doing what we do, and as time goes on, we can do it better and better. You know.
It's got to amaze you, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, well, this has already gone way past my expectations. You know, yeah, you can imagine. I mean, first of all, you don't expect for a band to last even 10 years, much less 25 plus. So, you know, at this point, we're so far beyond my own expectations that we're totally in uncharted territory as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what's going to happen next.
You've been known to say that you're running out of places to play.
Yeah.
True?
Well, I wouldn't say we're running out of place. I think that's a little alarmist, but there are places...
You said it, but a little bit of an overstatement.
Yeah, it's a bit of an overstatement, yeah. But it's true that there are places where we can't go back, yeah, that's true.
And it's because you get thousands and thousands of fans who come without tickets.
Yeah.
And they camp days, if not weeks ahead of time.
That's right.
And share their food and...
They sometimes disrupt the frail ecology of the places that we're playing.
So you've sent out a message to these deadheads.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we try to communicate with them regularly if we can.
But what do you tell them?
Well, we tell them, here's the situation, you guys. If you want us to keep playing, you're going to have to cool out. They want the Grateful Dead to continue to exist, and they want us to play. And we want to do that, too.
Your lyrics have changed over the years, kind of with the times.
Yeah, a little bit.
And what is it, Touch of Gray?
Yeah.
In doing Touch of Gray, it seems that you're saying to everybody, hey, we are middle-aged. It's okay.
We're not middle-aged, we're old.
Do you think of yourself as mature?
No, not really. No, I'm sorry. I wish I did. I wish I could. I just don't. You know.
You are a father of 4 girls, though.
Yeah, that's right.
And I know you don't like to talk about your family, but
Not
a lot of
very
people would like to know what kind of a father you are.
I think I'm really a poor father.
Oh, come on.
Poor affair, maybe, possibly. You'd have to ask them, really, you know, to know for sure.
But
they like me. They like me.
Your girls are age 3 to 26?
That's right, 26, 27, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you worry about for them, or do you?
Oh, the world, the whole world. You know, I worry that they'll hurt themselves on any level. I worry that their lives won't have enough happiness in them. You know, things like that. Fatherly worries.
Are you strict?
No. I'm a pushover.
Do you advise them about drugs?
I try not to advise them about very much unless they seek my advice. I don't think that I know enough about stuff to confidently advise them. I think that they're smart. Luckily, they are smart. And they frequently advise me.
This may be on the kind of a sorrowful note because you don't like to look back, but how do you hope your legacy reads?
Well, let me see.
Well, you're already in Who's Who and all that stuff.
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. I don't know. Ideally, I would like to disappear gracefully and not leave behind any legacy to hang people up. You know what I mean? I don't want people agonizing over who or what I was when I was here, when I'm not here anymore. You know, I'd rather they did that now while I'm here.
But would it be as a great musician?
Oh, God, I don't think of myself as great. I would like to be thought of as a competent musician. That would be good. I'd like that.
Headliners will return with Alice Walker.